Hello everyone, I am Beth Golden. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to make some quick tags using some amazing new to me products. This first is from this tag book and it's through Studio Lights and then these Art by Marlene stamps. I love this technique and this tag book makes it super convenient to be able to make a quick tag for a gift. Of course, this is a Christmas gift tag, but you could totally use this all year round. I put down a cheap little craft foam that you can get from your craft store for about $1.19 in the children's section. And I'm going to emboss these images in white. And I'm doing this because I want to do a fun little resist technique. I'm just using some Nuvo embossing a stamp pad. Any embossing pad would work. I like the clear for this because when I use the black pigment under it, sometimes when I'm using a water soluble on top of it, it can run. So I don't want it to run. And when I do it this way, what it allows me to do is emboss in a color, and the color turns to like plastic basically. And then it will resist whatever medium I put on top of it. So that's why I'm using that clear embossing stamp pad. And I'll have all this listed down for you below for your convenience in case you don't have any of this in your stash. But I always like to encourage you to try to find it in your stash and do it that way. I did use a AntiStatic pouch, which just helps this image go on nice and crisp. That's super important for the technique that I'm using. And you know that it's totally heat embossed once it turns like a pretty shiny color. It goes from a powder to a shiny color. Since this is white, it can be a little bit tricky to tell, but you'll be able to tell there'll be a little bit of a shine there to it. And the best way to do that is just kind of flip your tag around in the light so that your light catches. So what I'm going to use on top of this is a really fun technique. It's watercolors and they are by Royal Talens, really wonderful company. They've been in the industry for over 100 years. They're based out of Europe. I believe it's Holland, and they do a lot of stuff with the community, especially with children. And so I'm a huge supporter of them, and their products are top notch. They have a couple different like tiers that you can do. They have like the beginner novice tier, which is great just to practice something and learn, something without having to invest too much money in it. Then they have like all the way up to the professional artist. And that tier is professional grade, highly pigmented, beautiful quality, a little bit more pricey, but amazing stuff. So a really great product line and great company that does a lot for the community as well as the art industry. So I'm using their Ecoline right now. This is a watercolor base, and I'm just gonna shake it up, drip it on, and play with this and just create a really fun tag. I am wetting it down with water first because I do want that water to move around on the tag, and I'm just splattering a couple different colors here and there. This is a really great medium because you can also paint with it. You can dip a paintbrush into it, and you can mute it down a little bit, obviously by adding more water and less of the ink, but man, it is some beautiful, beautiful stuff. And then I thought it would be fun just to pop some pink in to get some purple in there. Maybe have it look more like the northern stars, northern sky. I think that's what it's called. But just a really pretty, beautiful Northern Lights type feel to this. And once it is all dry, I'm actually going to stamp the sentiment on top of it. Once it's all dry, I go ahead, pop it in my MISTI, and I'm going to use a sentiment from that sweet little stamp set. There's some other really fun images on it too, but for this particular tag, I'm just sticking to this. I am using a jet black excuse me, jet black archival ink. I know that it's water resistant and it's going to stand the test of time. I also have decided to use the MISTI for perfect placement, and since it's a new stamp, I know I'm going to need to do it a couple times because I've never used it before. Once I am done, I'm just going to wipe it clean with a towel. I don't really mind if that stamp set is stained at all because it is a black archival ink. It doesn't mess with the quality. Then I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges just to finish it off. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure you leave them down below. Make sure you extend out that description box so you can see all the supplies that I use. And if you enjoy this type of video and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I certainly hope that you consider doing so. Until next time, I'm Bets Golden. Happy crafting.